Hey there, boys and girls, Crafty Carol here, and are you ready for a brand new Cool School compilation? I sure am. Let's see what today's videos are all about.
4th of July.
Ooh, let's watch right now.
My Cool School project is all about our national holiday, July 4th. As you may know, July 4th is considered America's birthday. Happy birthday, America! It's also known as Independence Day. A long time ago, on July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was adopted. It was put together by some very important men, also known as the Founding Fathers: John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, and the main writer, Thomas Jefferson. You know, the third president of the United States, the guy on the $2 bill, and the inventor of macaroni and cheese. Hey, Dad, what's for dinner?
Why, mac and cheese, of course.
Again?
Well, I did invent it, dear.
Thomas Jefferson declared that the original 13 colonies were no longer to be governed by King George III of Great Britain.
No more king! We want to be free!
What? I don't get to rule the land across the pond? But I just got tickets to see a Broadway show in New York City!
Too bad, King George. We are going to be our own country that has the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And with our newfound freedom, we're going to celebrate every year with parades, hamburgers, hot dogs, and fireworks. Back in 1776, there were only 2.5 million people living in the United States. Today, there's an estimated 316 million people in the country.
And 41 million ducks.
Quack, quack.
The first American flag had 13 stars in a circle and 13 stripes in total, with 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes to represent the colonies. Today, when we wave our flag, it has 50 stars for the 50 states. The first ever July 4th party inside the White House was in 1801. Speaking of celebrations, did you know the 30th president, Calvin Coolidge, was born on July 4th? And so was President Obama's daughter, Malia. What an awesome day to have your birthday.
All right, Malia. After we eat cake, we'll watch fireworks on the lawn.
Woohoo! On July 4th, Americans spent over $227 million on fireworks. Kaboom!
Those ducks are real firecrackers.
In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, home of the Liberty Bell, the July 4th tradition is to, no, don't ring the bell, it could crack. Oops. I guess we should just tap it from now on. Yep, the tradition is to tap the bell 13 times in honor of the 13 colonies. When I think of July 4th, I think of hanging out with family and eating a lot of food. Did you know Americans eat 155 million hot dogs on July 4th? That's a lot of hot dogs.
I'm taking a break from my fly diet. Hot dogs and burgers are much better.
Well, hey there, boys and girls. We are gonna make a patriotic pinwheel. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some construction paper. You're gonna need some sort of stick to stick the pinwheel on. I have a chopstick here. You know, order Chinese food the night before because Chinese food is delicious. And then save one of your chopsticks. Okay, so you got a stick. I need glue, a couple of small beads, scissors, and something to write with. All right, so first of all, your paper is gonna need to be a perfect square. I happen to have something to help me out right here. I just make a little tiny mark and turn up the chopstick this way. Little marks. Use child safety scissors if you need to, or get your mom or dad. And there we go. We don't need these pieces of paper. I'm just gonna put them right here. You could use those for bookmarks. Let's get our paper decorated. Fold the paper and fold the paper. So you got 4 little squares. Gonna cut one. I glued the blue paper. Now this is Elmer's glue. I asked Elmer if I could borrow it though. He said it was fine. Make a red square, eh? Fold, you fold, and cut the square. Now I'm gonna glue down. There we go. Just beautiful. So that's how we're looking so far. I want to have alternating colors. I already have these extra squares of paper, and we'll see how it comes out. Next step, we're gonna make some diagonal lines, which we are going to cut from one corner, just about 1.5 inches to the center. Make one here, That's a good line. All right, this is looking pretty good. So there, kind of like a little man. Now we fold. So you fold every other corner down into the center. So you're just folding down. So we got a thumbtack. Stick the thumbtack through. This is where we are with our pinwheel. So we're almost done. Gotta put a bead over the middle of the thumbtack. I made a little tiny hole already with my thumbtack so that I could get it on a little more easily. Pop it on. Now our pinwheel is pinned. If your pin comes through the other side, you may want to put a little bit of pencil eraser. So you don't want to get hurt. Arts and crafts should never hurt. Arts and crafts should heal. Arts and crafts should make people feel good. Arts and crafts should make your heart smile. Enough jibber jabber, Carol. I know what you're saying. Let's see if this pinwheel, let's see how she flies. Look at that. So what you want to do is take this outside to a barbecue, to the 4th of July parade, to the 4th of July pool party. Don't take it in the pool, don't get it wet, because you have a sloppy mess that you blow on and it's just like...
My cool school project is all about presidents. When I grow up, I want to be the president of the United States. Why? Well, when you're president, you get to live in the White House. And you get your own helicopter and airplane. You could fly anywhere you want. I would fly to Disney World like every day. And presidents can say no to other people's new laws. That's called a veto. I would say N-O to all the boring laws and replace them with awesome ones. Like the law about having to take math tests. I would veto that.
Bedtime is 8:30, young lady.
Bedtime? Veto! New law, no bedtime! And presidents get to have their faces on cool stuff, like money, and mountains, and on Halloween masks. So, who are some of America's presidents from history? Let's start with the very first president, George Washington. He helped start the USA with his friends over 200 years ago. He wore a wig and had wooden teeth. And he was not nice to his cherry tree, but at least he told the truth about it.
Sorry.
Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the United States. He was the tallest president ever, and not just because he wore such a big hat. Here's an awesome fact about Abe Lincoln. He was a wrestler. Maybe that's how he won the election. I wonder if he had a cool wrestling nickname like The Rock. The Lincolnator! Awesome fact number 2. Lincoln Logs are named after him because he was born in a log cabin. He was really smart, and he kept the country together, which I really appreciate. Another president who had a toy named after him is Teddy Roosevelt, our 26th president. The Roosevelt bear? Oh wait, the teddy bear. That's kinda cool. I'd like a bear named after me too. He didn't actually have any bears in the White House, but Calvin Coolidge had a pet hippopotamus, and Herbert Hoover had pet alligators. Some presidents had cool hobbies. Teddy Roosevelt liked to walk around on stilts. Maybe he wanted to be taller than Abe Lincoln. The 44th president, Barack Obama, collects comic books. His favorites are Conan the Barbarian and Spider-Man. Ronald Reagan, the 40th president, was an actor. He was in a movie with a monkey. Thomas Jefferson, president number 3, invented the swivel chair and built a macaroni machine. Maybe he liked to spin around while eating mac and cheese. Sometimes presidents get in trouble. One time, the 18th president, Ulysses S. Grant, got a ticket for speeding on his horse. William Taft was the 27th president. Sometimes he got stuck in the bathtub. I hope he kept some toys in there. It's also super important that presidents read a lot of books and know a lot of stuff. The 42nd president, Bill Clinton, knows a lot. One time a guy gave him a quiz about My Little Pony, and Bill Clinton got all the questions right. I wonder who is his favorite pony. My favorite pony is Rainbow Dash. And my favorite president might be Kid President. He's into hugs, dance breaks, and just being awesome. So basically, presidents are cool and get to stay up late and watch My Little Pony, and walk around on stilts, and get toys and bears named after them. And that's why I want to be president.
Well, hey there, boys and girls. Crafty Carol here with a brand new craft for you right here at Cool School. Today's craft is going to be extra special, super duper awesome, because we're making it for an extra special, super duper awesome guy. That's right. Father's Day is just around the corner, so what are we gonna make for Dad? Let's see. We could make him a robot that goes to work for him so he doesn't have to do that anymore. We could make him a Super Bowl ring and trophy, and then he can pretend that he won the Super Bowl. We could make a swimming pool. Oh man, my dad would love that. What else could we do? Oh, I know. There's one thing that a lot of dads love. It's coffee. We're gonna make a customized Father's Day mug. So what do you need to make this craft? Well, it's pretty simple. You're gonna need a plain mug, some Sharpie oil-based paint pens, or you can just get a mug making kit. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee and get my motivation. It's got my brain juices going, and I know what we should do. We should make this craft. It is craft standard time, CST. Let's get started. We got mug number 1. That's right, I got 2, so we can make 2 of them. The first one, I think I want to do a superhero mug because parents are superheroes. Let's see, we could do a Batman, Dadman, Dadman. Or we could do a Superman, Super Dad, or we could do a Captain America themed one, Captain Dad. You know, we've done a Batman craft, we've done a Superman craft, we have never done a Captain America craft. So I'm gonna get started with the star in the middle. So, got my blue Sharpie marker here. All right, there we go, step number 1. And then there's a blue circle around that. All right, oh, that looks good. So let's let that dry a little bit. Blow on it. Ooh, I like it. These markers dry fast. Right now I'm just gonna do a red circle just around the blue. Oh, and I know, I bet a bunch of you are gonna ask in the comments, Carol, can I use regular markers? I wish the answer was yes, because that would make it easy for everybody. But if you want your dad to actually be able to drink out of it and then like put the dish in the dishwasher and use it more than once, you really want to use a non-toxic oil-based paint marker. Or you can use the paints that come in the little mug making kits. Those are just a little harder to use because, you know, pens are always easier than a paintbrush, unless you're just a natural Picasso. Picasso was a famous painter, but he made really weird stuff, like somebody's nose would be like on their forehead and their eye, one eye would be down here and one eye would be up there. So I'm just gonna let that dry for a little bit. Guess we could have like, you know, some sort of game or activity like an old-fashioned staring contest. It's been a while, I know. You look surprised out there. That's right. Hope you've been practicing because I have. I go to practice for staring every day. All right, and 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, my eyes are getting dry. Ah, no! I blinked so soon! Let's see if our paint's dry. Okay, wow, that dries fast. And let's just do our other, just another red circle around that. And da-da-da-da! Captain Dad, look at that. So on this side, we got that, and we can write Captain Dad across the top and bottom. But on the other side, first, I think we should write a little message. My favorite superhero. There we go. Check it out. We got our first one done, and I love it so much. Let's set this one over to the side, and we'll work on mug numero 2, and that is Espanol for number 2. So for mug number 2, we're gonna make it a little more personalized. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write a little message to my dad, and I'm gonna draw a picture of me and my dad. Then you, of course, will draw a picture of yourself and your dad. All right, there's me now. Ooh, let's draw my dad. You've never seen my dad. You don't know what he looks like. He looks pretty cool. Ooh, he has a mustache, better add that. And a little bit of hair on the sides. So there we are so far. And once our black is dry, I'm gonna add something pretty important. And there you go, matching glasses, that's right. And I'm gonna write, got me and you written there. The other side, we're gonna write a little message to our dad, because we love him so much. The world's greatest dad. And there you have it, so easy to decorate these mugs. Pretty much anything goes. You can decorate it any way you want to. Draw whatever you think your dad will like, and I'm pretty sure he'll like whatever you draw. Cheers, wink. All right, and that's how you decorate the mugs. Now, there's one more step. So if you are gonna give this to your dad just to be like a pencil holder or something, you know, that's it, you're done. But maybe you want your dad to actually be able to drink his coffee out of this mug. So you need for it to be waterproof because, you know, after he drinks his coffee, he's gonna want to put it in the dishwasher. So here's what you do. You're gonna have to use an oven, and that means you need a grown-up to help you. Do not do this without a grown-up. All right, so grown-ups, here's your part. Listen up. So you want to turn on your oven to 360 degrees, and you want to put your mug inside right away. Don't wait for it to preheat. Then you want to set a timer, let it bake for 30 minutes, turn off your oven, let the mug cool down, and then take it out of the oven, and you should be good to go. The paint will be baked on, or the marker will be baked on. You'll be able to use the mug over and over again and wash it. Got some tissue paper here. In there, make it look all decorative. And then let's just stick some suckers in there. And then he gets a cool handmade mug, and he's got some candy. Maybe he'll share with you. Fingers crossed. So if you make one of these for your dad for Father's Day, I want to know. Show me on Instagram. After you give it to him, have him take a pic, looking all happy with his mug, and then have him post it to Instagram and tag me, tag Cool School Show. I can't wait to see how well you did. And of course, get down there in the comments and tell me what you want to see next. So many of you asked for a Father's Day craft, so there you go. Tell me what you want to see next. And click right over here to subscribe, right up there to watch a few more videos. That's it. Happy Father's Day!